circumstances. So these are the formula of radius. R is the radius, is equals to m is the mass of an object. The v is the velocity squared, divided by the Fc or the centripetal force. So 1,200 kilogram times 400 is equals to 480,000 kilogram meter per second, meter squared, second squared, over 9,600 Newton. Newton is equals to kilogram meter per second squared. So R is equals to, para makuha na to ang ilang unit, so ito yung divide na 4,800 divided by 9,600 is equals to 15. So para makuha ang unit, so ang Newton is equals to kilogram meter per second squared. Para makuha ang unit niya, so i-cancel ang kilogram, cancel ang second squared, and i-cancel ko ang meter. So since meter squared man na diri kay ang isa naman ka meter, so na natin nga meter. Muna ang atong unit is meter. Muna atong value radius is equals to 50 meter. The next is the period. Period of circular motion is the time it takes for one revolution. It's a measure of how long the object takes to go around the circle once. Or in simple terms, it is the time of a cycle, one cycle. So the formula is T equals 2 times pi times r divided by the velocity. Next is the frequency. Frequency is the number of complete revolutions per unit of time. It's typically measured in cycle per seconds or hertz. The formula is frequency equals 1 divided by time, or frequency equals velocity divided by 2 times pi times r, or the radius. Next is linear speed. It's a distance traveled by the body in one revolution along the circular path per unit of time. The formula is V equals 2 times pi times r divided by the time.
Next is the angular speed, or as you can see, it's in full W. It is called as an omega. Angular speed is a measure of how fast the angle changes as an object moves along a circular path. So this is the formula of angular speed. Omega is equal to 2 times pi over time, or t. Next is the centripetal acceleration. When an object moves in a circle, it constantly changes direction, implying that it accelerates when it moves at a constant speed. This acceleration directed towards the center of the circle is known as centricity acceleration. And its formula is centripetal acceleration is equal to velocity squared over radius. And next is the centripetal force. Centripetal force is a force that acts on an object moving in a circular path, always directed towards the center of the circle. So its formula is centripetal force is equal to mass times velocity squared over radius. Now next.
So this is the given problem. So V equals 2 pi and the radius is 100 meters over the time 40 seconds. So V equals 2 pi times 100. So equals 205 over 40 seconds. So V equals 205 over 40 equals 5 equals, so V equals 205 divided by 40. So 5 or 50.17 meter per second. So to determine the angular speed of the cars, we need the formula of W equals 2pi over time. So omega, or angular speed, equals 2pi divided by the time, which is 40 seconds. Then omega equals 2 pi equals, I divide by 40 equals 0.157 joules per second. Next is we need to get the frequency of the car. So the formula is frequency equals 1 times the time. I divide by the time. So frequency equals 1 over 40. So frequency equals 1 divided by 40 is 0.025 hertz.
So now, this is the next problem that we're going to solve. And for that problem, for us to solve the speed or the velocity, we're going to use the formula of V is equal to 2 times pi times r over time. The next is we're going to use the formula. So V is equal to 2 times pi times the radius, which is 1.5 over the time is 2 seconds. So now let's execute this again. So 3 times pi is equal over 2. And now the final answer after executing this, we have 4.71 meters. This is the answer. So now let's proceed to the second problem, which is we need to get the acceleration. So the formula is centrifugal acceleration is equal to V squared over radius. So centrifugal acceleration is equal to this V squared is we're going to use the answer of the given problem last problem that I solved earlier, which is this. And so V, which is a velocity of 4.71 squared over the radius, which is 1.5 meter. So next is we're going to execute this given acceleration. So this 4.71 is equal to 22.31 over 1.5. So we'll just simply divide this answer is 14.7894. This is now the final answer. So now let's move on to the last problem, which is we're going to calculate the force, the tension. So as in a given problem, there is a given mass which is 0.5. So this is the formula that we're going to use. Centrifugal force over mass times the square of velocity over radius. So let's break this down. Mass is 0.5 times the square of 4.71 over the radius 1.5. Next is we're going to get the square. So 0.5 times 4.71 times 22 or 1 over 1.5. Next is we need to just simply times multiply this 0.5 times 22.1841. Answer is 11.09205 over 1.5. Now the final answer will be, simplify this, divided by 1.5 is equal to 7.3947. This is now our final answer. Thank